So we just started the second day of the trek, and it's all uphill now. I've heard, so we're ending with the head wall, and I've heard that there's a 35-minute record. So I think we're gonna get free range to tackle the head wall any speed we need to do it at. I'm gonna try to go quick. Before I was diagnosed, I went back to school for a bit. So I was doing college work, and my wife had just switched careers, and we had like so many things going on. So I was really distracted, and I haven't changed in my the way I interact with people, but the way I interact with myself and how I pay attention to myself has changed the most. I didn't pay attention to myself. I did some activities, like I skateboarded a bit, and I liked to bike ride, but I was never thinking about it in terms of the benefits to my health. I was just like looking for a way to pass the time. My name is Kevin Scholz, and I was diagnosed in March 2021, and I live in Kingston, Ontario, and I'm a creative director for a digital collective. Even without the influence of kids waking up really early in the morning, I'm a very early riser. I think right now one of my day-to-day struggles is not being able to get up before everyone and be awake at dawn by myself. It's kind of hard to beat a toddler at that. So overall strategy is definitely to turn everything into a possible training exercise, even if it's small. My son and daughter are in a school daycare that is 2 kilometers from my house, and it's really easy to pick them up with the car, but we have switched that plan, and we use our bikes to pick them up. And it's great to tow. There are a couple hills on the way back, and it's great to tow that weight. In August of 2019, I had an issue going to the bathroom. I found out that I had a stricture, or like scar tissue, in my urethra. There's a few surgeries to do a urethroplasty, like a reconstruction. When I got out of the surgery, I had a catheter for 3 weeks, and I was in the hospital for a week taking a bunch of medication, but I had a team of urologists around me seeing that I was peeing like 2 liters in the morning and more, and they were like, "This is amazing, like great work." They were so excited because they were worried that if I wasn't, then that would be a sign that something went wrong with the surgery. So it really masked a lot of the symptoms, that early signs, and it was actually being seen as a positive. I had to have potassium intravenous, and it's like a small bag of this liquid potassium. It takes about half an hour to go in, and they didn't tell me that it was going to be painful. Like, I felt like it was the origin story of a superhero movie. I was like standing, my arm, I was like, ah, and it's like going into my vein, it was burning. But at the same time, for the first time in months, and I had lost 40 pounds, and for the first time in months, I was feeling like the insulin was kicking. I was feeling higher energy and like healthier really quick. The turnaround was fast. So I was standing in front of the window at the hospital, looking out in Kingston here. At KGH looks out over Lake Ontario. We're really high up. I was on like the 12th floor, looking out, having potassium pumped into my veins, but also kind of dancing. Like I had too much energy. I was like, ah, and it just felt like something was happening. It was like a key moment. I remember thinking like, this is a big change into the life with diabetes. This is definitely the highest my heart rate has been for the entire hike. I mean, the views are amazing, but the hill is disastrous. I'll talk to you on the other side. What I'm hoping to get out of the trip, I really want to just use it as a way to keep myself like motivated in my current state. Like right now I have a really positive outlook for living with type 1 diabetes and being active and being outside, and I know people are bringing all different levels of physical fitness and different mindsets to this, and so I'm hoping to feed off other people and continue to be inspired to break down like my next challenges and my next goals.
Whether you're 1.5 years diagnosed or you're 25 or 45 years, there's still challenges that you have to keep overcoming every day. It was really inspiring.